Opo. Bang. Baba! Go!
Police General Debold Minoria Sinas, the outgoing chief of the Philippine National Police. He is being accompanied by the incoming Chief PNP, Police General Guillermo Eleazar, and the Honor Guard Commander, Police Brigadier General Vincent Calanoga, Chief Human Rights Affairs Office.
Mista, I'm confident that your leadership will serve as a beacon of hope in this most uncertain time and further motivate our men and women to do their job to the best of their abilities. The fulfillment of our sworn duty to serve and protect remains our utmost priority. The foundation has been laid for our incoming Chief PNP, and with unity as the backbone of Police General Sina's leadership, it is now time for General Eleazar to carve his niche as we continue to come together and ensure the success of our plans and programs. To everyone here today, it is my honor to welcome you all in this momentous event. Muli, magandang hapon po at mabuhay ang ating pambansang pulisya.
Thank you very much. A warm applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Police Lieutenant General Joselito Vera Cruz, the Deputy Chief PNP for Operations. We will now proceed to the presentation of awards.
Awards and decorations are recognition of the accomplishment while in the police service and display the highlight of his career. May we request Police General Debold Sinas to rise and move forward. May we also request Ms. Normie Ann Gabriel Sinas to join us, please. To present the award is Secretary Eduardo Año, DILG, together with the incoming Chief PNP, Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Eleazar. For his exceptional performance of major responsibility as the Chief PNP from November 10, 2020 to May 8, 2021, Medalya ng Katapatan sa Paglilingkod is proudly presented to Police General Debold Minoria Sinas. And also a plaque is presented. Congratulations, sir. Please be seated.
Nation, and I know your confidence and focus will be always instrumental in fulfilling your commitment as law enforcement, as a member of law enforcement organization. I now leave the 220,000 strong PNP personnel, from the highest ranking generals to the lowest ranking officers and non-uniform personnel, with great humility, pride, and confidence. Thank you very much at mabuhay po tayong lahat. And now, let me sign the relinquishment of office. Pursuant to General Orders Number NHU GO-TCDS 2021-992, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, dated May 6, 2021, I hereby relinquish my position as the Chief Philippine National Police effective May 8, 2021, and I sign. I will also give my tour of duty report, a copy of my tour of duty report, to our SILG for her reference and appreciations. Thank you very much at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, sir. The incoming Chief PNP, Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Eleazar, will now read and sign the order for his assumption of command.
Assumption of command. Pursuant to General Orders number NXQ GO DES 2021-994, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, dated May 6, 2021, I hereby assume the position as the Chief Philippine National Police, effective May 8, 2021, and I sign in your presence.
May we now request the outgoing Chief PNP to rise, please. We shall now witness the handing over of the command symbol to be presided by the Secretary Eduardo Anyo, Department of Interior and Local Government. The saber represents power and authority over the 220,000 members of the Philippine National Police. A warm of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Please be seated.
The new Chief PNP, Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Eleazar, will now give his first order of the day to raise his personal flag, to be followed by his inaugural speech. Raising a personal flag symbolizes authority and signifies that someone is in charge of the Philippine National Police.
The 26th Chief PNP for his inaugural speech will be followed by his introduction to the guest of honor and speaker.
Blessed day to everyone. Thank you for joining me in this momentous occasion as I embark on this important journey of my career. To our President, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, presented by our Interior Secretary, Eduardo M. Anyo, our guest of honor speaker, sir. to the members of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of the government, to the NAPOLCOM commissioners and heads or representatives of different government agencies, to my mista, the outgoing PNP Chief, Police General Debold Sinas, Bok, thank you. To the members of the command group who are present here, we have here with us the incoming Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General Joselito Veracruz, also our classmate, and the incoming Deputy Chief PNP for Operations, Police Lieutenant General Israel Ephraim Dixon. We have also here with us joining the Inspector General of the Internal Affairs Service, Attorney Alfigar Triambolo, sir. The 5 directors of our Directorate for Integrated Police Operations are present here. All the members of the director staff are also here with us. Joining by Zoom or online are the different other commanders, the regional directors, the directors of the national support units, the district directors of NCRPO, provincial directors, city directors, as well as the chiefs of police nationwide, other police commissioned officers, police non-commissioned officers, and non-uniformed personnel. To the men and women of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by our classmate, AFP Chief Staff General Cirilito Subihana, who is joining us also online. To the officers and men of Philippine Coast Guard under our another mista, Admiral George Ursabia, who is also joining us virtually. To all the officials and employees of the DILG family, including those coming from Bureau of Fire Protection, led by Fire Director Jose M. Bang, who is joining us also through Zoom, and Bureau of Jail Management Penology, led by Jail Director Alan Iral. To the Council of Elders and our predecessors, former chiefs of the PNP, special mention to my wedding sponsors for Ninongs, General Ricardo Sarmiento II and General Raul Bacalso, and my mentor, General Alan Purisima. I would like also to greet my former boss and also a Ninong, General Francisco Zubia Jr., to the members of the Diplomatic Corps, to the members of the PMA Hinirang class of 1987, and their ladies joining us through Zoom also, to our PNP community partners, local chief executives, and other LGU officials, including our punong barangays, the members of the advisory councils of the different units of the PNP, the officers and members of the PNP Officers Ladies Club, with the esteemed guests of the outgoing Chief PNP who are joining us live here, the daughter of Debold, Abby, and the other relatives joining online. To my family who are present here, my ever supportive wife, Lali. Please stand to be recognized, ma'am. Thank you. My children, Nikki, Julia, and Victor. Yung pong dalawa na yun is ngayon lang nakaalis ng bahay mula nung magkaroon ng pandemya. And to my son, Mark, who I believe is joining us virtually as he currently has his hospital duty as an intern doctor. Mark, at the Philippine General Hospital. And to my mother-in-law, Juliet, please stand to be recognized, Mama. Actually, she was married to also a PNP officer, the late Police Colonel Attorney Simon Hernandez, who is no longer with us, sir. to my siblings and the respective families. Siyang po sir kami na magkakapatid. So we have here with us Ate Judy ang panganay at kasama niya si Kuya Greg. Nasa New York. Nasa New York po sila, New York, USA. And ang nakita po naman natin ay si Ate Imbek Amon together with her husband, Engineer Jerome Amon, who's joining us also through Zoom. To Ate Bayi, married to General Nestor Ochoa, Ambassador Ochoa, and to their family. Their children are also joining us through Zoom. Apat po na magkakapatid na sunod-sunod dyan ng mga babae. And then 5 kaming sunod-sunod. Ang panganay sa mga lalaki ay ang si Kuya Carlo Eleazar. Teka muna pa, butin lang hindi naintindihan kasi foreigner po yung asawa. Bago malampasan, si Ate Mina na nasa Florida ngayon, kasama si Kuya Robert Doublemeyer at ang kanilang mga anak. Salamat Ate Mina for joining us from Florida. Thank you. And to my brothers, the eldest of which is Mayor Carlo Eleazar, the Municipal Town Mayor of Tagkawayan, Quezon, with his wife Rachel at ang kanilang mga anak. So nasa Tagkawayan po sila, and I believe that they're joining us also by Zoom. With Mayor Carlo, sa kanyang kanan naman, isang kapatid namin na si Bicoy, Victoria Eleazar, kasama rin niya. Nasa kaliwa niya naman noon, ang kanyang may bahay na si Rachel. Pagkatapos po ni Bicoy, ako na yon. At ang next naman, isang kapatid ko rin na si Louie Eleazar, married to Paz, who are joining also. Ayun, nagpapabakuna. Yata. Well, I believe that his wife is scheduled for vaccination today. And to our youngest brother, the parish priest of Tagkawayan, Quezon, he is here with us, Father Richard Eleazar. Please stand up to be recognized. I would like to greet also all other relatives of mine and Lali, whom we invited through Zoom and through Facebook Live. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Gusto ko pa rin batiin ang lahat po ng aking kababayan sa Tagkawayan, Quezon, who are watching through Zoom and ayun pala, Facebook Live. Yung kanina mga kababayan ko pala yung naandun po na nakita natin kanina. To my elementary and high school classmates in Tagkawayan, Quezon, palakpakan po natin sila. To the brethren of Free and Accepted Nations of the Philippines, especially the members of Labong Lads number 59, palakpakan natin sila. To the ability of Mabuhay Shrine Temple, especially those coming from Saigon Shrine Club. To our friends from the media, from the National Press Club, headed by President Paul Gutierrez, down to all other press clubs and media organizations. Hindi natin babanggitin yung kanilang mga presidents. Palakpakan natin, members of the media. Those who are physically here and those joining virtually but were not mentioned. At sa ating sambayan ng Pilipino, isang magandang hapon po para sa ating lahat. And thank you very much for joining us here today sa isang mahalagang yugto ng aking buhay at kasaysayan ng aking pinamamahal na Philippine National Police. Let me start by telling you the story of Racy Joy Alejandrino, a girl from a poor family but with a dream of becoming a proud member of the Philippine National Police. Siya po yung isang anak ng maglulukad, kung alam niyo po yun ang niyog, sa lalawigan ng Quezon. Kahit college graduate, tiniis niya na mamasukan bilang tagalinis ng tagahugas ng plato at tagalinis ng sahig upang makaipon ng pera na gagamitin niya sa araw-araw na paggastos para matupad ang kanyang pangarap. At dahil sa kanyang dedikasyon at angking galing, pulis na siya ngayon. At alam niyo ba kung ano ang kanyang binanggit pagkatapos ng kanyang oath-taking? Na andito na ako, natupad na ang pangarap ko. Bakit pa ako lilihis ng landas? Just imagine, of all policemen have the same mentality, the same love for our organization, the same passion to serve and protect the Filipino people. Unfortunately, in my 30-year career in the Philippine National Police, I have become aware of how the likes of Racy Joy Alejandrino would be eased out in favor of those who have strong backers or padrinos. I was informed on how some of these policemen who entered our organization underperformed and even disgraced our beloved PNP. Naging kalakaran na kasi na kung papasok ka ng PNP, kailangan may kilala ka. Otherwise, baka maislas ka or hindi mapili. So sa recruitment pa lang, nagkakaroon na ng korupsyon. Pati sa neuropsychiatric test natin or NP test, minsan napapalusan pa or maaaring napalusan pa. Yan tuloy, may mga pulis na nagpapakamatay, may pulis na pumapatay na walang pakudangan, at meron pang iba na minumulestya ang sariling kamag-anak. This is why when I was given the chance to make a difference as the regional director of NCRPO, I implemented reforms in the recruitment system in 2019 by implementing QR codes or quick response codes for applicants. Walang pangalan, walang mukha, only their qualifications would be the basis for their evaluation. Our Commander-in-Chief, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, has a marching order to continue the aggressive internal cleansing in the PNP. That is why we will implement QR code system in all the phases of recruitment process nationwide so we can get the best qualified applicants for the PNP. Walang palakasan, only the best for the PNP, only the best for the Filipino people. Ngayon pa lang, humingi na ako ng pasensya at pamanhin sa mga gustong makiusap sa mga kasamahan natin sa PNP, sa mga retired senior police officers, sa aking mga kamag-anak at mga kaibigan. Pasensyahan na po, tatablahin ko kayo. Subalit ang kagandahan at sinusuguro ko sa inyo, kung qualified ang aplikante nyo, hindi dapat mangamba dahil parehas ang laban na sila ay may islas. At para sa mga aplikante, di nyo na kailangang maghanap ng padrino at gumastos. And this will benefit our organization and the people in the whole, in the long run. We have started this recruitment, we have started this improvement, and we will continue doing so. If it requires years or decades to completely produce police officers based on pure qualification, so be it. Ang mahalaga ay sinisimulan natin. Kaya sa mga katulad ni Patrolwoman Racy Joy Alejandrino at sa ating mga best and brightest kabataang Pilipino na gustong magpulis pero walang kakilala, tinutuwid na po natin ang kultura ng palakasan at padrino system sa recruitment na nagsilbing hadlang para makapasok ang iba pang mga qualified na aplikante. Bukas na bukas ang pintuan ng aming organisasyon sa inyo. Noon pa man hanggang ngayon, hangad ng PNP organization na lalo mapagbuti ang paglilingkod sa ating bayan. Lahat ng mga naging leader ng PNP ay nag-ambag ng kanilang galing sa ikagaganda ng ating mga programa at yun din po ang plano kong gawin. I take this opportunity to thank all the past PNP chiefs for their contribution in improving the image and operational capability of our organization. I assure you that you will be continuously honored by institutionalizing the best practices and reform programs you had initiated that paved the way for us to attain what the PNP is now. Special mention to our immediate upperclassmen mula sa pagiging astig ni General Bato de la Rosa, kampanyang pulis disiplinado ni General Oka Albayalde, sa pulidong trabaho ni General Archie Gamboa, hanggang sa pagiging praktikal ni General Picoy Cascolan. Asahan nyo na mananatili ang klase ng liderato at aral na pinakita nyo sa klase ng liderato ko bilang ika-26 na hepe ng pambansang pulisya. At gaya ng parating sinasabi ng aming Mr. Outgoing Chief PNP, General Debold Sinas, nakalatag na at napakaloob ang mga gagawin at dapat gawin sa ating roadmap. Ang kailangan na lamang ay tutukan, palakasin at maayos na ipatupad upang maging responsive at evolving ang mga programang ito at lalo pang maging highly professional, motivated at dynamic ang ating organisasyon. It is in relation to this that I would like to build on the programs that we have already initiated by the past PNP chiefs and other PNP officials to harmonize them into an overarching policy that we can all abide by. While we already have a clear roadmap, thanks to the past PNP leaderships, there is of course always a room for improvement. Dito po ako magpapatupad ng Intensified Cleanliness Policy or ICP ng PNP, which I hereby launch effective today. The Intensified Cleanliness Policy aims to align our programs and trust into three main parts. The improvement in the recruitment system is just a part of one of the principles of Intensified Cleanliness Policy. This ICP is anchored on the broken windows policy, which basically states that small problems must be immediately addressed to prevent these problems from getting worse. Sa panahon na ako ay junior officer at middle-ranking police officer, isang bagay ang natutunan ko at nakapulutan ng aral. Ang maliit na problema na hindi pinansin at pinabayaan ay lalaki, lumalala, nakakahawa at kumakalat hanggang ito ay lumala. Kaya mula noon pa hanggang ngayon, nung mapunta ko sa Anti-Cybercrime Group, QCPD, PRO Calabarzon, NCRPO, mabilis na aksyon ang dapat na pamantayan upang ma-resolve agad ang anumang problema. Ganon din ang gagawin natin dito sa ating Intensified Cleanliness Policy. Ang mga issue at problema, maliit pa lamang, aaksyonan na agad upang hindi lumala pa. Simplified, the Intensified Cleanliness Policy is broken down into three essential parts. Cleanliness in the offices, cleanliness in the ranks, and cleanliness in the community. I repeat, cleanliness in the offices, in the ranks, and in the community. Magsimula tayo sa ating mga police station or PCP at mga police community precincts. Paano nga naman natin makukuha ang suporta ng ating mga kababayan kung at malinis ang kanilang komunidad kung sarili nating bakod ay hindi natin malinis? Ang solusyon, Intensified Cleanliness Policy sa ating mga opisina. Our PCP or our police station is considered the window to the soul of the Philippine National Police. It is where the lasting first impressions of the people are built. It is where the respect of the community is established. It is where the trust and confidence of the public are founded. Hindi dito sa Camp Crame, hindi rin sa mga regional headquarters, hindi rin sa district or provincial headquarters at city headquarters. Kung hindi sa police station at PCP pupunta ang ating mga kababayan para humingi ng tulong. Kung sa Bukana pa lang, ay nagkalat na ang basura at upo sa sigarilyo at iba ang amoy. Pagpasok doon, paano pa natin makukuha ang respeto at tiwala ng ating mga kababayan? Hindi kailangan bago at magarbo ang ating police station at hindi rin kailangan kompleto ang gamit ito. Ang mahalaga, ito ay maayos, malinis, at presentable. Lagi nating tatandaan na ang malinis na opisina ay nagdudulot ng malinis na pag-iisip at ang malinis na pag-iisip nagbubunga ng malinis na pagsiservisyo at pagtatrabaho. And as your Chief PNP, I will take the lead in seeking the support of our local government units who are our constant partners in the maintenance of peace and order to help us improve our police station. Ngayon, bakit ba tayo humantong sitwasyon ng ilan sa ating makasamahan ay naging miyembro o leader ng mga sindikato, promotor ng kalokohan at ginagawang instrumento ng kumikitang hanap buhay ang kanilang uniforme at tsapa? Dahil sa umpisa pa lang nila ng pangungutong ay hindi pinansin, pinabayaan at nakalusot kaya naghangad na malakihan. Dito papasok ang intensified cleanliness policy in the ranks. Nag-uumpisa pa lamang ay supuin agad natin para hindi lumaki at maging sakit ng ulo ng ating organisasyon at ng ating mga kababayan. Ang intensified cleanliness policy in the ranks ay naayon sa paulit-ulit na sinasabi ng ating Pangulong Duterte that he will not tolerate corruption and that it will be his personal battle to run after these crooks for the remainder of his term. It starts with the nameless and faceless recruitment process, but even if you have qualified PNP personnel and proper training, kung ang dadat na naman nito mga bagitong pulis pagpunta nila sa police station ay mga kasamahan na magbibigay ng blood influence na magtuturo sa kanila ng hindi maganda, pangungutong, pagiging tamad, abusado, at gahaman sa pera, wala ring mangyayari. That is why we need the effective supervision by all unit commanders in all levels of the organization, from the Chief PNP to the regional director, to the district director, provincial and city director, chiefs of police, station commanders, and even the PCP commanders and other supervisor and team leaders. I expect every unit commander and team leader to exercise effective supervision of their men. Naniniwala ako na magdadalawang isip gumawa ang sino mang pulis, maging yan ba ay patrolwoman, patrolman, o maging general, kung alam niya na siya ay hindi kukonsintihin ng kanyang commander, hindi kukonsintihin ng kanyang kasamahan, at hindi kukonsintihin ng kanyang organisasyon. On my part, as I formally assume the highest position in the Philippine National Police today, I also sign a contract with the Filipino people that I too shall lead by example. It is in this contract that I assure our kababayan that for as long as I am the Chief PNP, every single centavo of your hard-earned money allocated to us will be in good hands. To rephrase the quote from patrolwoman Gracie Joy Alejandrino, nakamit ko na ang isang pambihirang pangarap o ilusyon ng bawat pulis, ang maging Chief PNP. Bakit pa ako lilihis sa landas? Over the years, our past PNP chiefs have had their own battles against kalawag policemen, kasama ng mga estratehiya na nagpapatunay ng patuloy na kampanya laban sa mga bugok at tiwaling pulis. This is also the reason why we have an existing policy on different levels of internal cleansing anchored on the three principles of preventive, punitive, and reformative action plans. Preventive para hindi nasububok pa mga pulis sa gumawa ng kalokohan sa pamamagitan ng mga nailatag na mga problema na magsisimula sa maayos na recruitment. Punitive para sa mga bulok na wala ng dahilan para magsuot ng uniforme at ng tsapa. Our organization has gone through a lot of pains and serious challenges over the years. We have been called so many names, from police patola to cotton cups, all because of the few bad eggs who have been compromising the integrity and nobility of our profession. Kaya sa mga natitirang hoodlum in police uniforms, sisiguraduhin ko sa inyo, you will hate me. Hindi ako magdadalawang isip na magtanggal ng mga tiwaling pulis dahil sa laki ng sweldo na binibigay sa atin ng ating gobyerno at benepisyo, sigurado ako na maraming gustong pumalit sa inyo. At reformative action ang gagawin natin para maisalba ang ating mga pulis na pwede pang isalba. As I take the role of the father of our organization, it reminds me of a story in the Bible of how a father properly dealt with his prodigal son. We will give second chance sa mga naligaw na landas, but this will be limited to those who have committed minor infraction. Mula sa paglilinis ng ating mga opisina at ng ating hanay, tayo pupunta sa paglilinis ng ating komunidad laban sa krimen at mamaratili ang peace and order sa pamamagitan ng ating intensified cleanliness policy in the community. In our analysis in the peace and order situation in the Philippines, halos lahat ng krimen ay nagsisimula sa maliit na bagay. Magsimula ito sa simpleng paglabag ng ordinansa, gaya ng pag-inom sa kalye, kapag nalasing, naghahanap ng away, ng babastos, hanggang nauwi sa seryosong krimen gaya ng patayan. Ayun, malaki ng problema. Kaya aksyonin agad natin bago pa lumala, gaya ng ating ginawa sa Metro Manila nung maghigpit na pinutupad ang mga ordinansa para maiwasan ang mga tambay sa lansangan. At ito ang isang naging dahilan para bumaba ang krimen ng more than 60% yung crime volume noon for the first 3 years of the Duterte administration at patuloy natin sila sa gawa. These daily operations compelled even the neighborhood toughies to behave and eventually our kababayan to feel comfortable walking on the streets as manifested by the personal testimonies of Metro Manila residents. Hindi natin papayagan ang mga law-abiding citizens ang matatakos na lumabas ng bahay. Sa pakipagtulangan at mahigpit na pakipag-ugnayan sa barangay, itatama natin ang kamaliang ito at sa halip, ang mga lasenggo, ang mga adik at mga nagsisiga-sigaan sa kalsada at mga kanto ang dapat matakot at mapersang magbago. Therefore, starting today, I expect police commanders, especially in cities and other urban areas with high crime rate, to step up the campaign in enforcing similar ordinances and other related laws in violation or against all forms of criminality as part of our crime prevention measures. But your PNP cannot do it alone. We need the involvement of the public in order to achieve our common goal of genuine peace and order in every street and in every community. It is in regard that I announced the activation of an improved complaint referral system kung saan through our official hotlines, email address and Facebook account, ang sumbong nyo at reklamo ay mabilis nating tutugunan. I assure our kabayans that once you report your concern, it is considered as a direct order from me as the Chief PNP to concerned police stations and units to respond and give immediate actions. Sumbong mo, action ko. Minsan, meron akong isang kaibigan na pagkatapos kong matulungan through referral of his concern in a police station, nagpasalamat sa akin at nagsabi, swerte ko at may kilala akong senior officer. Paano na lang kung wala? That is the wrong notion that we would like to correct. Your valid concern referred to our police station should be as good as those referred to me or the senior officers personally. It is also under the principle of integrated cleanliness policy in the community that our aggressive campaign against illegal drugs will be anchored. While we continue to run after the high-value targets, we will enhance our collaboration with concerned agencies, particularly the LGUs and PDEA, with the support of the people as part of the whole of the community approach, because at the end of the day, our campaign against illegal drugs will be measured on the barangays and the communities that we have cleared of illegal drugs. Nung mga unang ating operation, ako ay District Director ng QCPD, inumpisahan natin ang clustering system kung saan hinahati-hati natin ang isang barangay into clusters. Clustering is like creating barangays within a barangay. Ang isang cluster ay maaari isang purok, isang sitio, isang subdivision, condo building, or mga kumpul ng kabahayan, depende sa assessment ng Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council or BADAC. Mas pinaliit ang lugar, mas madali ang pag-monitor ng mga addict at pusher sa kanya-kanyang area. At mas maraming cluster sa isang barangay, mas mabuti. At ito naman ay nakapaloob sa Barangay Drug Clearing Program under Dangerous Drugs Board Resolution Number 3, Series of 2017. Sa bawat cluster ay merong neighborhood watch group na nagsisilbing mata at tenga ng BADAC at kapulisan sa kanilang lugar. Sa tamang intervensyon, kasama na rin ang house visitation, pati na rin ang community or facility rehabilitation para sa mga drug dependents and their eventual integration sa komunidad, pati na rin yung police operation natin para sa mga matitigas ang ulo. Magiging epektibo ang implementasyon ng programang ito. Believe me, na napakagaan sa pakiramdam habang unti-unting nawawalis ang illegal na droga sa bawat cluster hanggang sa isang barangay ay ma-declare na drug cleared. At kung gaano kasarap sa pakiramdam ang pasasalamat ng mismo mga residente sa tagumpay na ito. Ito ang tunay na diwa ng Police Community Relations, kasabay ng ating police operations na dapat nating gawin sa buong bansa. Kaya inaasahan ko na ang bawat membro ng kapulisan na maging PCR, policeman, and policewoman as we implement clustering system nationwide. Another area where we can pursue the intensified cleanliness policy in the community is by eradicating the remnants of insurgency and terrorism. Noong July of 2019, pare-pareho tayo nagalit at nagluksa matapos patayin ang 4 nating kasamahan sa Negros Oriental. At nito lamang, huling Marso, 5 namang mga pulis natin ang namatay sa ambush sa Camarines Norte. Mapapatanong ka na lang, ano ba ang kaibahan nitong mga rebeldeng komunista sa mga Abu Sayyaf, sa ISIS at sa Dola Islamiyah? Bakit ba pati mga inosenteng sibilyan ay kailangan pang madamay? Kailan ba matatapos ito? With more people standing up and with the kind of support and commitment of the President himself, we are in the better position and right timing to do it. Lalo pa natin palalakasin ang ugnayan ng pulis at barangay para maipalam natin sa ating mga kabayan na hindi tayo ang kaaway, sa halip ay kakampi. Our revitalized police sa barangay will complement the NTF-LCAC's Barangay Development Program and will serve as a strong foundation to build trust and confidence of the people in their government. This serves as a commitment to our MISTA, AFP Chief of Staff General Cirilito Soberana, my Delta company mate, that the PNP will be beside you. We will work closely with you in our common goal of ending communist insurgency by clearing barangays from the influence of the CVP, NPA, NDF. The operations of both of our elite forces against the armed component of the NPA will be enforced by lending investigative skills in the legal offensive against the element of the support system where the CPP, NPA, NDF has been drawing strength. The fight against terrorism, like the campaign against insurgency, is a shared responsibility between the government and the community. Hindi pwedeng meron lang tayo dito dahil sa takot o dahil hindi tayo direktang apektado. Kung gusto natin ng kalayaan, sa karahasan, sa kamay ng komunista at terorista, pagpatuloy nating magtulong-tulong para makamit natin ang katahimikan at asenso. As we go all out to deliver the final blow to end the remnants of communist insurgency and terrorism, we should also start mapping out the best strategy for the new battlefield in the field of law enforcement, cyberspace. Effective law enforcement demands that we in the police force be at least 2 steps ahead of the criminal elements. And effective law enforcement demands that the PNP should be extending its motto of protecting and serving our Filipino people from the streets to the information superhighways. the popularity of digital communication technology from the old text and call only mobile phones to the new smartphones has been taken advantage of by the criminal elements to take the opportunity for illegal activities. From scammers and cyberbullies to extortionists and even pedophiles, naging playground na ng mga kriminal itong cyberspace, lalo na ngayong panahon na ito ng pandemic na halos lahat ay online na. Kaya bilang umpisa, maglulunsad tayo ng isang online site na magiging sumbungan at verification ng mga cellphone numbers at accounts sa messaging apps. The people can at least verify from such list whether they have history of fraud. Through the anti-cybercrime group, which I used to head, we will also forge partnership with the public sector, including the private sector, pati na rin po the international and local cyber community to provide a web-based collaboration for this initiative. At sa lahat ng po ito, we are giving importance to the partnership with the PNP with the community and the private sectors. Lalo pa nating palalakasin ang partnership na ito. This address would not be complete without mention of the most serious problem that the country is facing right now, the COVID-19 pandemic. Bilang commander ng PNP ASCOT or Adversive Support to COVID Operation Task Force, nakita ko mismo kung gaano katindi ang epekto ng coronavirus sa ating bayan at sa ating kapulisan. Kung saan simula noong kalagitnaan ng Marso, nakita natin halos maubos ang isolation facilities sa Metro Manila at nakita natin ang pagtaas ng mga reports ng ating mga nasasawing mga kababayan at kasama sa serbisyo. Kabilang ang mga kasamahang pulis na naging kaibigan, kasamahang pulis na naging sandigan natin at proteksyon sa mga operasyon at pati na rin kasamahan nating nagdadalang tao. Sa pangunguna ng ating outgoing Chief PNP, General Debold Sinas, agaran natin nilatagan ng solusyon upang maibigay ang karapat-dapat na serbisyong medikal, pati na rin ang pagdadagdag ng mga isolation at treatment facilities para sa ating mga police frontliners. Gusto tayong magpasalamat sa ating outgoing Chief PNP sa kanyang effort para gawin ito. Palakpakan po natin siya. At sa tulong na rin ng ating mga kasamahan dito sa PNP, lalo na sa Camprame and other regions. At kasabay nito ang ating pagpupugay sa lahat ng mga miyembro ng ating kapulisan, mga frontliners, lalong-lalo na ang ating mga healthcare workers. COVID-19 has already breached our homes, our offices, and our communities. The fight against this virus must be considered a personal battle of each Filipino. As former commander of the Joint Task Force COVID Shield, I have seen how strict adherence to the safety protocol led to reduction of COVID-19 cases. Sa mahigit na isang taon, napakipaglaban natin sa COVID-19 at mahigit isang taon na rin kung pa tayo pinarwisyo nitong COVID-19 na ito, hindi na dapat tayo sa ating mga kabayan na ulit-ulit na sinasabihan kung ano ang tamang gawin. At hindi na dapat tayo nag-aarestuhan pa. Dapat alam na natin na ang guidelines at protocols na pinatutupad na ating pamahalaan ay para sa ating kabutihan. At ito ay ginagawa hindi kayo para pahirapan. So we are appealing to your sense of maturity and unity for the sake of yourselves, your families, and your communities. Pero sa hindi talaga mapag-usapan na magsuot ng face mask at sumunod sa minimum health protocol, ngayon pa lang sinasabi ko na, gaya na sinimulan natin noong karaang araw, talagang aarestuhin kayo ng ating kapulisan. Ang ating pamahalaan ay nagbigay naman ng programa para magbigay ng libreng face mask. Ito yung reusable and washable. Kanina lang pong kaninang umaga at tumawag po sa akin ang ating Senator Bongo at DTI Secretary Mon Lopez at sinabi na magpapadala sila sa ating sa kapulisan ng mga face mask para makatulong itong maipakala at maibigay sa ating mga kababayan. Ibig sabihin, para sa ating mga kababayan. Ang ating pong mga pulis ay naandito para tumulong mag-distribute nito at ang aming pong panawagan sa inyo, unang-una, pinakikiusapan namin kayo, sumunod kayo sa mga protocol na ito. Subalit kung hindi kayo susunod, this serves as a warning. Ito na po yung warning namin sa inyo in behalf of the PNP. At kung itutuloy nyo pa rin, huhulihin namin kayo at dadalhin sa ating mga police station. Maraming Pilipino na ang nagdurusa at namatayan at marami na rin buhay ang nalagas sa aming hanay sa pagbabantay sa ating mga kababayan para lang gawin nila ang tama. Kaya hindi katanggap-tanggap na parang wala kayong pakialam at patuloy na nagsasawalang bahala. Tandaan natin, hindi alam ng COVID ang pagkakaiba ng ECQ, MECQ, GCQ at MGCQ. Ang alam lang nila, pag nag-relax tayo, yari tayo. Kung matagumpay natin na ipakita sa buong mundo ang ating pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa sa pamamagitan ng community pantry sa gitna ng pandemya, kaya din nating ipakita ang kaparehong pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa sa pagsunod ng kusang loob sa mga health protocols dahil ito ay isang mabisang sandata laban sa pagkalat ng COVID-19 at mabilis na paraan tungo sa sitwasyon na makamit na natin ang normal na buhay. This is the ICP, the Intensified Cleanliness Policy that we are launching today. And again, the main objective of this policy is to integrate our existing programs and improve on them on the manner that is clear and systematic. While I know that my tour of duty as the Chief PNP may be too short to oversee the full realization of all these programs, what is important is that we will be able to sustain and reinforce them so that we will not go astray on our way to attaining our mission and vision for the Philippine National Police. Let me take this moment to express my deepest gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, for giving me this rare opportunity, the trust and confidence to lead the more than 220,000 strong Philippine National Police. On behalf of the uniformed and non-uniformed personnel of the PNP, I extend my deepest gratitude to you, sir, for bringing back the dignity of our profession through your continuous and unwavering support to our organization. To Secretary of Interior and Local Government, Eduardo Anyo, sir, and all the NAPALCOM commissioners, salamat po sa inyo for always believing in me. Pinasasalamatin ko pa rin po lahat ng ating mga kababayan at sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan, na tumutulong po sa atin sa Philippine National Police. On a more personal note, I would like to thank my family, especially my wife, Lali, who have supported me all these years. A few days ago, Lali reminded me of how back in 1999, I was then the Chief of Police of San Pedro Municipal Police Station in Laguna. I was invited by the parish priest of San Pedro Apostol Parish Church, Father Luis Kaka Tolentino, to talk to the congregation for several masses on that particular Sunday. My talk was in lieu of the homily. Hindi po nag-homily si Father Kaka. The parish priest asked me instead to talk to the people about the government's campaign against illegal drugs. That was a total of 7 masses for that Sunday. It was then that Lali fully realized how passionate I am about my profession, about my job, about my calling. And every day, I hope to live up to that passion in serving our country as honestly and as devotedly as I could to the very best of my abilities. Sir, kung papayagan niyo, sir, gusto ko lamang lapitan ang aking may bahay para mahawakan at mayakap. ang aming mga magulang na sina Victor at Victoria at Mang Toti at Aling Toyang sa aming mga kababayan, Nay at Tay sa aming magkakapatid, ay nagsumikap na palakihin ang kanilang mga anak na may takot sa Diyos, respeto sa matatanda, at pagmamahal sa kapwa. My father, a guerrilla war hero in the Japanese occupation, was the one who influenced me in joining the PNP, joining the Philippine Military Academy by teasing me if I can pass the entrance examination. My father passed away in 2017, a year before I was designated as the Regional Director of Police Regional Office 4, which covers the area Tagcoen, Quezon, our hometown province. Wala na pareho ang aming mga magulang, but I believe in my heart that they are watching over us. Parang nakikita ko sila, nakangiti ng matamis, at masayang-masaya, lalo na si Nay. They still are reminding me, beyond ranks, beyond positions, that all the blessings that we enjoy come, in fact, with the obligation to serve others, to think beyond ourselves, and to make sure that at the end of the day, matapos ang lahat, taas noo nating harapin ang lahat o sino man, ating kapwa o tang Diyos, na nagampanan natin ang ating katungkulan sa abot ng ating makakaya na may dedikasyon gamit ang lahat ng pinagkaloob sa atin. And so to the men and women of the Philippine National Police, the task of taking back the glory of our noble profession is full of challenges. But amid the hardship and temptation that come along the way, let us always be reminded of the three words in our bards: service, honor, justice. Ito ang mga salita na nagbibigay ng tunay na kahulugan ng pagiging isang pulis. Ito ang mga salita na patuloy nagpapaalala sa atin kung sino tayo bilang mga pulis. At ito ang mga salita na isusukli natin sa ating mga kababayan, pulis ng Pilipino. Marami pong salamat. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Mabuhay po tayo. Pagpalain ng Palomay Kapal. Maraming salamat.